So let there be no way back. From that temptation, I sunder us. No more shall man have wings to bear him to paradise.
She sundered us.
Henceforth, he shall walk. A quest to find your purpose, knowing your
That
end
was
is
such a
assured.
cool shot to the dying grass.
To find the strength to continue when all strength has left you.
Oh my god, I have
To find
goosebumps
joy,
like no one
even
else.
as
Holy
darkness
crap.
descends. And amidst deepest despair, light everlasting.
We're done when I say we're done.
Good morning, afternoon, and evening, whenever you're sitting down to watch this episode of the Caffeinated Dad Gaming live stream. I'm sorry. Last week that was brutal. The hell, guys. Like I don't get it. Like I try to be. I think I'm cool. I think I handle emotions fairly well. I think I do a lot of things like that very well. Holy hell. I probably watched that cutscene, I don't know, like maybe like 4 or 5 times. 4 or 5 times the next morning before the kids went to school. Like I was just not okay for the last part. And it's just like, I mean, God, this whole expansion we had, I mean, like all the shit with Rod Zahan, we all like a baby lost its mom and dad, and then we nearly lost Matsya. Which was terrible. We had frickin' a Garlean Legatus unalive himself, like just casually just unalived himself, and then people that we were interacting with just disappear into like negative emotion. Oh no, I'm having a bad day. Wah! And it's just like this. And we beat the big bad on like level 83. It does. I did. Ziva, you're absolutely right. Like every time that I watch that cutscene, like it gives me the my favorite bit is like when they start doing the flashes to the dying gasp, where we confronted Emmett. Like holy crap! And now you know why Zodiac Endwalker is a doozy. Ah damn. With heart-wrenching music followed by me in the major joke. I'm glad. Welcome in, Cernix. I hope you guys have had a good week. We are back onto our normal schedule. No power outages tonight, which is a good thing. We like to see. I will say that this whole like expansion has done a number for me. You know, like it has treated me kind of like how you guys were explaining it, but you guys have done a great job of not spoiling anything, so I greatly appreciate that. But it's like it has been an up and down roller coaster of emotions thus far, just with everything, honestly. And I am not getting any sound. Why aren't you picking up? Oh, it's because this isn't plugged in. Well, that would make sense. I mean, regardless, it's I think what's crazy to me, and I'm gonna have to turn on some lights because I can't see a damn thing. Oh, there we go. Okay, we got music. Yay. Okay, now don't touch anything. What's crazy to me is just how well the game does this idea of like an emotional wrap up. Like Endwalker is truly that nice packaging, and I viewed it as such. It's like this really nice bow that has been put onto 10 years worth of world building. There's callbacks, there's important information, small subtle details that you would know. So much character depth that we learned from Emmett, we learned from Hydaelyn, we've learned from Venat and Hermes, who's Fandaniel. Like, hype is tricky to hype the right amount without spoiling. Yeah. Who do you think you'll be facing in the other trials? So we know Zenos is out there. We know Zenos. I think he is going to be I still think he's going to be our big final. Like, it's either going to be this, and I still stand by this even after knowing everything that we know. So of course we went to Elpis and we found out that, okay, Dynamis is this like emotionally driven power source that is far more abundant than Aether. Okay, thank God it's not trolleys. But the idea of it is that it's driven by that, and I think to be the quote-unquote shackles of Zodiac, Venat had to become Hydaelyn, which is driven by Dynamis. That's where we get our power. That's where we get our, or we'll say, our force and our control. There's two ways that I see this going on. The first way, which I believe to be the most reasonable, and this is my... Wait, hold on. I have a hat for this. It's going to be wild. Hold on. There you go. I got to put on the hat. So there's two ways that I think that this is going to go. The first way that I think that it's going to go, and this is my, where I put a hat in it, or I put a pin in it and say this is how it goes, is that we are going to have to agree, or we're going to have to find out how to stop Hydaelyn. Because, again, I'm still on that mindset of Zodiac and Hydaelyn being two sides of the same coin. You can't have one without the other. Since we've killed Zodiac, I think that we're going to have to somehow stop and kill Hydaelyn. I think we're going to have to unalive the Mother Crystal to bring balance. Now, there's only one problem that I have, and I think I have a way of it being kind of like how it would work together. So the way that I think that this is all going to work is that we go and we have to stop Hydaelyn. And we go and stop Hydaelyn, which neutralizes that, like the balance, we'll say, of Dynamis versus Ether. Because again, really what we're looking at is that the Ether is being corrupted from the negative Dynamis and all that, and Hydaelyn can only do so much. So we destroy Hydaelyn, that kind of negates the Dynamis, but then we still have like this kind of, it's like, well, now we're back to square one, and we're kind of like in the final days, because like, well, all we did was just like protect our shell, protect Aetheris. I think Zenos is going to find a way to have us either both or himself suck up all that bad juice. I think he's going to swipe in at the last second, suck up all the bad juice, because I don't know, that's what he does. He's got a big suck on him. And that's going to be our contest. Our contest is going to be us hyped up with the maximum amount of Ether and the maximum amount of Dynamis, and it's just head to head. We become Hydaelyn and Zodiac, essentially. That's what I think. Why am I like this? I'm sorry. I know. I do have a problem though. Juice. The only problem that I have, and I have no idea, is where we're going. We're going to one more place. And I'm not sure. I'm really not sure of like where we're going and how that's going to wrap up into the story. I'm sure Kryle's going to tell us. We're going to come back and everything's still going to shit, but they've formulated a plan, and it's going to be that we have to go and stop Hydaelyn, and that's going to be one of our trials. I can't imagine that being otherwise, because it would just make sense, really, because again, we had to kill Zodiac, and it would be like stopping Hydaelyn, and it's a quote-unquote, and again, I'm formulating these opinions based off of what you guys have told me, and then also what I've seen, especially with Dawn Trail, knowing that Dawn Trail's right after, is that there's this, like, I didn't see really any kind of, like, not that there was in any of the other ones, but, like any mention of Hydaelyn, any mention of the continuation of that story, so I think that's her end. I'm just saying, light, dark, Dynamis trolley. Cooking good, cooking is peak. Why is Zenos so thick? Because again, I think Zenos is going to be our last big bad, because he's gonna do like, now that this is settled, because remember when we dealt with Zodiac, we were so focused on everything else. He's like, you don't have, like, I'm not the center of your attention. And I remember that when we were on the moon, that was his big thing. It's like, you're not paying attention to me. I'm just gonna walk away. We're gonna settle whatever all of this is, and I think we're just gonna end up getting a whole bunch of either energy, and it's just gonna be this big clash between the Warrior of Light and Zenos. That's my call. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm thinking. That's where my focus is. And I'm sorry to the mods already. Base nothing off of what we tell you. Yeah, I know. You guys are always wrong. You guys got mad at me because it was like the Alligans, but like, and I tried to say Alligans last week, but then I even thought about it. If you think about the Alligans, they're ancient Alligans, and they had really advanced technology, really advanced, like they were a massively advanced civilization. Like, what's to say that they weren't, you know, like in that compromise? Well, and then also we know that there is some kind of play into it, because what's it, Amon, who was technically a clone at this, I believe was the call, was that Van Daniel made a clone to observe this at the Crystal Tower. But like, there was that play there. Oh, you feel me glaring at you? Dynamis trolley for Zenos. I'm just saying, there's a lot of different ways to go, and I need more questions, or I have more questions than answers. That is all I will say. You know. I will also say that if you tip over while you're rowing in a kayak, it's okay, because you'll just wear it as a hat because it capsized. I'm gonna put this on. I think we're ready for the stream. Yeah, got you. Rustled some jimmies on that one. I'm closing the stream. I'm shaking protein shake. Gotta get them gains. Have you learned more aught about the final days? A shitload, and I had a lot of emotions. Quits and boo. I'm going to bed. The sniff got me. I've taken a turn for the worse. But wait, in the time loop still in kind of play? Like in the first, because we went to the first, like we were only there for, I don't know, like maybe 10 minutes. Locos Amenus is one of the worst affected. Thancred, Estinian, and Graha took a detachment of allied soldiers there. Offer their aid and succor to those in need. Negative 100 likes. I'm taking back my like. He told that joke while I was liking the stream. I love that I can mess with you guys. Urianje's still on the moon, remember? More dots, Witchy. But the province is vast, and they only managed to visit a handful of coastal village. It was an accomplishment worth celebrating, but still drop in the bucket at best. Dr. Roo. Evening, Joshua. To establish contact with Hydaelyn in the Aetheril Sea, but to no avail. I mean, keeping a close eye on the forum. What we gather, they're constructing a vessel to ferry people to the moon, an ambitious project that has been likely been years, if not decades in the making. However, since there's no sign of it thus far, I suspect it's still incomplete. And you will recall the proposal issued by Master 4chan to all the people of Radzenhan. Accept the forum's invitation for those who are Radzenhan. That's where things get strange. In the Tower of Babel, and decided to use it to deliver people to the moon instead of their mysterious ship. Secure safe passage for the Hanish refugees to the tower. Alphino, Alzay, travel to Garlemald. Okay. The capital is hardly the safest place to begin with, and now the final days have come to Garlemald. Ah! Oh, they had it coming. I'm sorry. That's insensitive. Did I notice your character? I haven't left. I've been in an instance. I'm stuck in my little bubble. I'm trying to get there. When we were there, Elpis was just time travel. Oh, okay. Get strange. Shortly after our friends arrived, they were sent on a rendezvous. They were sent to rendezvous with Master 4chan. Then panic broke out and our communications were severed. From what the fragments we were able to make out on Link Shell went completely silent. We can only assume the phenomena has spread to the capital. Okay. You seen me last week. How could you not notice? Yep. Still dealing with the emotional baggage. It's okay. Oh, certainly. Diagonus, yeah. Lucia will know where we are. Lucia. There's no telling what you're walking into. Every possible precaution. I will step out. I'm just saying. And yeah, you're absolutely right. Like, Garlemald was absolute shit show, honestly, when we got there. And after we left, people were still crappy. So if now they're feeding off a negative emotion, they're done. They're done. Okay, I am outside. I am here. And I don't think Phoenix is. I'm not gonna lie, actually, after getting this armor and this gear, like I actually really, oh god, you're right there. Does that say Chocobo? I read that as Chocobo. I have no idea how those glasses are held up. We're sitting on the bridge of the nose. That's what it says, yes. Hat. And before the end of the stream, there's a very good chance that Phoenix will, in fact, actually be, no, I don't need to go to the world unsundered. No, okay, this is difficult. By the end of it, the end of the stream, Phoenix will be a LvL again. I'm just saying. Just saying. Cat. Insists on reading blasphemies. Called out? And not our blaze, but it's even the events on the ground that concern me. As you've heard, the fellow Scions have arrived before you. We have cut the customary greetings short, for we received word from our troops that on the Magna Glacies that the foreign airship has landed. And it was then the heavens began to burn. But we'll discuss now. I trust you are ready to impart. Several cutscenes will play in Jesus. It is recommended. In addition, you will require to participate in your... Okay, alright. It's a big one. It's a big one. Okay. Got it. Got it. Loud and clear. Squeenix. Earlier on the Magna Glacies. This place is a crap show. He's dead. He's so dead. Done. And his buddies ran.
No. No. We were promised an escape. Not the same Lunar we fled.
And straight in. Oh god, that one's terrifying.
I shall not meet my final days here in this blasted waste.
Oh, he's gonna run.
Calm yourselves. Your panic is our greatest enemy.
You are not being chased, you asshole.
We must build a line of defense.
A little kid. Come on, 4chan. Thank you. Oh, wait, no. You didn't even do anything.
How?
Because we're always
Leave the
here.
fighting to us, Father. You must lead the people to safety.
Jesus, you got plot armor. Damn, Estinian. A little aggressive. Oh, that's a big boy. Oh, that one can fly? That's unfair.
I can handle this pair. You?
Shall tend to the refugees. Let us be about it.
As you wish, my little lord.
Oh god, I'm playing shit. I came here to be entertained. Protect the refugees. Diagnosis.
Command the beast's attention. See to the wounded.
Prognosis.
Help is at hand.
LvL. Oh, it puts a barrier on him. Okay. All right, Alfie, come on. Let's earn that paycheck, buddy. Oh god. I didn't need to do that. A proper healer, the best healer in the game. And there they go.
Those who can stand, come with me.
You just, like, nobody's protecting the healer. I'm just saying, maybe I'm being selfish. Hold on.
Easy now. Deep breaths.
Calm the distressed.
You're safe now.
Whose little boy is this? Okay.
Worry not for the refugees, but for yourself, boy.
Protect the refugees. Thank you. I like how Estinian's just like, well, I thought he was just about to tank that damage. Ow. All right. I wasn't expecting Estinian to take more damage, truth be told. It's not on the floor. It's not a floor, so the Dragoon does not know how to tank. I'm just spamming heals here. Look, big one. I feel like this would be even actually harder if I was just stage heals by doing DPS. Okay, maybe I'm doing it wrong. Do I even have cardio? Stadium might die. He's fine. Alfie is in level, he can't cardio. Does it actually heal when I'm not really healing when I'm not dealing damage? Ow.
But not hard enough.
Holy crap, just die. He does not have an intro. Yay! I didn't die. I didn't. He's my CT hero. Oh, damn. Get what the hell, Square Enix? Gotta pray. Hold on.
Help! Someone, please!
She looked moist. Pine size, get the hell out of here. Why does that thing got so many little legs? Look at all its little legs.
No. Don't. I don't want to die.
Forward! Let not a single fiend escape!
No! The Garleans are actually coming in to help!
Wait, that's... Euless and the army. So, you've recovered then? In time enough to be of aid. For once.
Orange Julius coming in with the save.
We can speak of it more later. For now,
The favor for that
we
soup.
must fight
It was good soup.
to repay your salvation in kind, or with better. For Garlemald has her pride.
Look at that. Garlemald's actually fighting back, and they're fighting with us.
Of that I've no doubt.
Back at 100, at Alfie, 100 yards away.
Good gods. Of all possible saviors, the Imperial Army.
Bitch.
Oh!
Oh. Now you gotta be proud of your daughter.
I had hoped to take all of them down at once.
Think a withdrawal might be in order?
Oh, sod that. You know who would never abandon these people to their fate.
What am I, frickin' Voldemort?
Devoured by their former friends. That'd be beyond cruel. These beasts must fall here and now.
She treat me like I'm Voldemort, who like you.
I'd
He
say
who
it's
must
high
not be
time.
named.
Caution to the winds.
So long as you spare me the heroic sacrifices.
Caffeinated.
Now, let's go.
Oh boy, I get to play as both twins. That we inspire so much. I love her growth. I love the fact that it's like she doesn't want to disappoint us. Like, you know. All right, hold on. I gotta remember my abilities. All nearby enemies. That's heal. Okay, got it. Oh, skadoosh. We should start pressing buttons. Actually, it's just straight up AoE. I'm just gonna sit here and AoE. Does that heal? Is an LB friend a fiend, and that's hilarious. Actually, Crimson Savior is just like OP. Just spam Crimson Savior. Dude, are you gonna heal me at any point? Thank you. Just easiest AoE ever. Holy crap. You're a red mage healing yourself. Oh, I'm sorry. I had no idea. This one's not like the rest.
I'm fine.
I feel like that was a little bit unnecessary. Ow. I'm just spamming all these abilities as they come up. Heal me. Okay. Dual cast is critical for red mage. Red mage is your main job. Got it.
Not today.
I guess this is like my baseline combo. Like just everything. Yeah, there we go. Is why is best for red mage res. Hey, mind you, then the last dungeon that I did, last week, that was the truth. Like, the only reason that I went ahead and survived that last boss, no, the second boss, I survived one of the bosses, was because I went ahead and I actually had a, a red mage. Wait, was it a red mage or a summoner? Who rezzed me? I wanted to tax. I think it was you. Were you were playing summoner actually? Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, excuse me. It was a summoner. Never mind. Retracting that whole statement. Sorry, red mages.
I'm not done yet.
Summoner. Yeah, it was a summoner. Sorry, tax. Sorry, I got that wrong. Holy crap, this dude is tanky as all get out.
None to worry about.
Yo, dog, I'm gonna come over here and stand with you. And actually maybe just die.
The air crackles with energy. Find cover.
Damn it! I'm trying to cast shit.
As they say, turnabout's fair play.
Oh, do I have a limit break? I do have a Vermilion pledge. Okay.
On guard.
How did that not do anything? Oh, okay, there it is. All right, never mind. Withdraw my statement. I'm just gonna wait. Custom limit break. Mage's dilemma. Yeah, that was a big boy.
There's not the barest trace of ether. Maybe there really is no way to bring them back.
I feel like, okay, I'm just gonna stop here. It would be very anticlimactic, like if we do find a way to bring everyone back. Even if we lose important people. I know we still only have a couple of levels left. If we lost someone or the people who get lost because of them just fading away into nothing, it takes, if we find a way to be able to bring them back, it takes away from it. I hope we don't, personally.
Thank you for saving our lives once again. I remember you from Purusha. You helped us there too, didn't you?
Yeah, I gotta save your ass on multiple
you're
continents.
From Pelika Stand. I'm glad you're still in one piece.
Multiple continents saving these guys.
Or you will be, once I see to that injury of yours.
Look out!
Oh, that's another big one. Damn, why do they go straight for Allie? She's not even technically the healer, I'm just saying. Oh, cutscene. Trailer cutscene.
Get out of here. Quickly.
She's wearing red. Yeah, this is from the trailer.
Lose them. Not a one. This will be a brighter future. I won't let a madman's apocalypse ruin everything we've fought to achieve.
Oh, get it, Graha. He goes back into X-Art mode.
Together, Alizé. You're embarrassing yourself. And in front of Father, no less. You might never measure up to our champion.
Even now she's worrying about that?
But we ask too much of him as it is. You mustn't let our sword in the darkness fight alone.
Why do I got... Holy crap! That is such an aura farm! Oh my god! The walk up! Oh my god! Oh no! Why did that cut out? No! Alright, hold on. One of these has become undone. Hold on. Gotta find which one. Hold on. There it is. Third one. It was the... Thank you, Vernacular. If you guys got the cups, go ahead and toss them up. By the way, when that went through, I just gotta call it out. It was in fact the third USB, because I can't see it. It's all dark right there. It was the third USB that became unplugged. There we go. Thank you, Vernacular, for the gifted memberships. If you guys got the mugs, go ahead and pop them up. Huh. I love the choices. We're doing this as squad regiment. All the times I've been here, I have yet to receive a membership. I know you can. It's random. YouTube doesn't allow you to just buy like a specific membership, unfortunately.
Order? I trust.
Dude, I've seen some shit.
I've had enough of this rabble. Come on!
That was such an aura farm. Holy crap.
Oh, a trio for the ages.
All right, well, you guys waiting on me? Really wish I had a hot bar that I could work and see like Graha's health bar a little bit easier. Tickle.
Just the beginning.
Right click him. Focus target. Nice. Oh, that's helping out so much. Thank you. Good call. Is that it? The hell is that thing?
I had a feeling I'd find you here. This should be the last of the worst troublemakers. With me!
Because healing random NPCs. Thank you, Alfie, for actually pulling your weight and healing yourself. I like how it doesn't know what level these guys are. I have no idea where to go. Okay. Wonder what happens if you stack on Alfie. He's a healer. He's fine. Oh, it feels so good to be able to heal again on my own character. Holy crap, Alfie, get your shit together. Don't say leave the healing to me when you aren't pulling your weight. He's like, leave the healing to me, and he's like sitting at like 10 HP. This guy, this kid. I love my boy Alfie, but come on now.
Now, where were we?
When you get into Dawn Trail, I need to start leveling up my machinist, truth be told. Oh, Alfie and I are dead. Okay. No, okay, never mind. We're fine. Calm down. And doing better than him. He will heal Allie before you if you take them two both together in a trust. That makes me laugh. It's like, dude, I need healing too. Alize before everyone else, even himself.
Delay. The ship will depart ere long.
Your offer to host us in Sharlayan is most appreciated. But will the final days not soon fall upon it as well?
Your hesitation is not unwarranted. The satrap entrusted me with your lives, yet I have failed your comrades. Nor are you wrong to fear that this corruption will continue to spread. I cannot promise you complete safety,
Caffeinated
even
scuff.
in my homeland.
Antitrust. A lot of the trusts have fun quirks between them like that. That's cool. But I like that. That adds weight to the story, you know?
What I can promise is that I will do all in my power to protect you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna call it, by the way. I don't even need to put the hat on. He's gonna die before the end of this. But he's gonna die saving his kids. That's what I'm calling.
That power is not inconsiderable. Even now, my countrymen are preparing the vessel that will deliver us to a sanctuary on the moon.
Means he can't use certain moods. I was referencing your unplugging.
Join us on our journey there and beyond to new horizons. Come to old Sharlayan, please.
I mean, really, what other choice do you got?
We would be fools to refuse such a generous offer made in earnest.
Is that a cook or a wishful thinking? Hey, a little column A, you know, it's a little column A, a little column B. It's a little bit of both. Let's see where it goes, okay? Easy. I don't know why I did that. That was so unnecessary.
It seems they've a new destination.
The people of Radzat-Han have known too much suffering. The march to Garlemald will only bring them more, short though it may be.
Turned into a Caffeinated turned me into a blasphemy.
I quite agree. Fortunately, they have you to look after them.
Yes. Well.
Orange Julius is like, what the hell?
You! Just there!
God, there's more of them? Oh, there's one more. Guys, folks, I really wish I could pause a cutscene. This is exactly why you do cardio. If anyone has given you any kind of, like, imagine running for your life and you can't run, like, you can't run longer than, you know, like 5 steps. And I'm not just trying to say this, like, I'm not trying to be inconsiderate and anything like that. But I'm saying, as someone who has studied physical activity most of his adult life, you gotta do cardio. You gotta run. You don't skip leg day. If you can train it, train it. What? What?
Zenos, here.
The sugar frosted fuck are you doing here, buddy? What? The fact that he's killing these bastards. This is furthering my theory. Where's my hat? I need my hat. I need my fucking hat. Hold on. This is furthering my theory. He's like, I can't have my big bad warrior of light be distracted by saving all these people. I need undivided attention here. Brick stole your kill. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Oh my god. What?
You'll be alright. Hurry to the airship.
Such a greedy kid. You kind of are in his yard. Yeah, that, you know, no, it's not. He renounced all of that. He killed his dad. He's fine. I'm stealing what the sugar frosted fuck. Please do. I love it. It's one of my favorite ones.
Come?
A heretofore unseen beast. 'Twas ripe for the slaying.
No, they renounced him. Difference. Okay, yeah, but still.
Poor sport, alas. Unfit to temper my blade.
Oh, for the love of... You cannot still be on about a rematch.
That is and has ever been my sole concern. You, on the other hand, are fixated on a different quarry. Your passion pales before mine. Yet neither...
Oh, come on. Good God, I moved in just a little bit and everything broke. There we go. Yet neither hate nor despair seem sufficient to recapture your misdirected bloodlust. It's just battle. Stop pulling the cable. I'd move.
I hone my blade, and I wait.
At least he's being patient. At least he's being very patient. We gotta give him credit for that.
That's it. That's all you care about. Garlemald is in ruins. Our homeland, the nation you rule, is as good as gone. along with so many of its people. Not just soldiers like us, not only those who fought and killed for power and duty. Innocent civilians.
We delved in PvP for less.
Murdered by their own flesh and blood. Lost and confused as they breathed their last.
Why he made my villain crushes.
While we who survived with our lives and minds intact were left to freeze to death. The Eorzeans tell me all this was your doing. You slaughtered your countrymen. You did! For what?
For nothing in the end. So much wasted effort.
Oh my god, that is such a dark line. Yeah, Julius is definitely pulling his weight here as far as acting, or voice acting.
You.
Don't charge him, Julius, don't charge him.
You bastard!
Don't do it.
For your own sake, Eulus, you must control your anger.
Don't do it.
It will serve no one should it consume you and see you transformed.
And you can't get emotional right now. He just, he really doesn't care. Just grinding out in the front lines. God, we would.
Would you be happier had I a good reason?
I'm not going to say any more than this, and I'm not going to try to be divisive or anything, because there's a lot of divisive shit happening in the world right now. But if the final days... Oh dear, my camera's about to die. If the final days actually did occur in the real life, in the world, we would be so totally fucked. We would be screwed to no end. It is, good God, you go onto Twitter, you go onto Facebook, you get, it's on Instagram. Everything is touchy. There we go. Charge. Act like you charge. There we go. Like we and again, this is not the time and place. This is not a time and place for anything, you know, that's going on in the news, any of the craziness that you've seen out there. I will just say, sweet mercy, we would be royally screwed if this were the case. Truth be told, I got mad today. I got mad at something, and like I lost my temper. I'll be the first one to admit it. I would have been one of the. More likely than not, I would probably have been like one of the like the last blasphemy that we saw, like the long creepy arm and stuff. I don't know. What blasphemy? What blasphemy would you guys be? That'd be a good one, including your broadcasting setup. Never known a current event in my life. We're great.
What?
Caffdad getting all. What was Emmett's line back in Shadowbringers? Would half of you sacrifice yourselves for the others? Of course not.
Right, and that right there, that it is so. Everything is divisive nowadays, and again, I don't get me down there. Vernacular, that was perfect. In caffeinated drinking terms. No. You're blasphemy. Like, what kind of one would you be? I truly believe that, like, it would be just so stubborn, so like just gritting teeth down to the core value of what people believe themselves to be. It would just be more chaos than order. Half of America will gladly sacrifice the other half, and vice versa, probably. yeah, like I like Orms. Tag yourself which blasphemy you are. Tag which blasphemy you are.
If my motives met with your approval, would you no longer resent the outcome? If so, then perhaps a beast's skin would suit you better. Duty, honor, morality. All constructs of convenience when put to proof. Surely the war taught you how easily power becomes the tool of the self-righteous.
Eyeball tentacles.
How the people's justice was merely a means to their ends? Yet you would ask me why. Ask any creature of this star and those above for answers, and they will tell you what suits their fancy. And they would be right to do so. What meaning there is to be found in the petty vicissitudes of your existence must be gleaned by you, and you alone.
Damn! Manny dripping face we saw earlier. Backwards elephant head.
In the fruitless pursuit of my demise, then come. Assume your rightful place as a notch on my blade.
Don't do it. Smart man.
You are a blight on the Garlean race, and there would be no more satisfying way to expunge it than by beating you to death. But
Goes
I will
hard,
not
yeah.
be party to another tragedy. I refuse to lose anyone else because of you.
Damn.
So go. Go! And may we never suffer your madness again!
Damn. He's full to the brim with hard as hell lines. Orange Julius is doing it. Holy crap.
Zenos! Perhaps you found meaning in living this way. I cannot deny you found strength. Yet if you only pursue your hedonistic pleasures and pay no heed to the plight of others, then no one will give you the time of day.
Damn, she's got a point.
You will never get what you want. Not even the battle you pine for so dearly. You'll be alone for an eternity, and you'll deserve every agonizing second of it.
She's got a point there. Imagine if he was a freelancer. Get burnt. He does it so well, though. Zenos does it so well, is just like, you know that power is there, and he never has to boast about it. That's where the dangerous people lie, are the ones who they don't have to boast about their power. You know that they have.
We're ready to depart. The refugee ships will be leaving shortly, but I've asked mine to remain for the time being. There's room enough for you to join me on it, if you wish.
What? Dad's being nice.
Do contain your surprise. I needn't agree with the Scion's methods or intentions to acknowledge that their deeds are deserving of gratitude.
Thank you.
I appreciate the offer. But might I ask why you are delaying your departure? I presume it is not solely for our benefit.
Shit, he does kind of have that incel energy.
I must visit Garlemald ere we return to Sharlayan. Having caused such an uproar, 'tis only meet that I explain myself to the Ilzabard contingent.
Nod. Nodders.
Allow us to accompany you then. We should be glad to facilitate, given our familiarity with all concerned. If you would like to join as well, Eulus, we can speak of recent events on the way.
Orange Julius, I love it. Drossel, you're right, actually.
He'll be after your seat on the forum next.
Oh. Oh, get him. Get him, Estinian. Now jump away. Jump away. It would have been so much cooler if Estinian dropped the line and then just like, aha! It just faded off the view. Nah, the walk away, that like it would maybe it's because I look at the comedic effect, but just him just being like boing after he drops the line. You actually got that right, Drossel, is that he had a very good answer for like why does he do anything, and I'm gonna actually have to go back for Hermes' question. It's like, why do you why do you live? What brings you happiness? You know. Lalo, hi bye. It slides into the air. Out the metaphorical window once again. But he's about to beat him in an honest match. Yeah. Yeah, until we meet again makes it feel like Skeletor. Was good follow-up to the conversation with Van Daniel the last time we were here. Contingent's base of operations? Well, yeah, duh. Incite him to further villainy, but to be honest, I also doubt he even remembers what I said. Yay, I'm here! But it's still an answer nonetheless. Check the weather. Apocalypse. Oh, it's fresh apocalypse. Thank you, Adam. Oh, I got a new weapon too. I don't know if it could.
No major injuries then. Good.
I don't know if it could replace these.
I briefed the recovered soldiers and sent them on their way as quickly as I could, but nevertheless feared they would not make it in time.
The additional support was invaluable. Your men saved more than a few lives.
Oh,
though not all, I regret to say.
I mean, we're constantly losing people. That's kind of unfortunately the name of this. It's Endwalker. It's literally the apocalypse.
That I'm addressing Lucia Junius. I'm the forum's envoy, Fortuno LvL.
No, it's
you
Fortune.
are owed an explanation for these most dire developments.
Nice apocalypse we're having today. Yes, indubitably.
Another trial wrought by the final days. I was beginning to suspect as much. You doubtless feel some consternation having been forced to abandon your original plan. But trust me when I say you were right to send the refugees elsewhere. Beasts have been sighted within the capital. Perhaps it was a stroke of grim fortune that the population was decimated beforehand, as they've yet to appear in any great number, but in time. In any case, Maxima leads the remainder of the contingent in an effort to cull the creatures and evacuate the populace as we speak.
Good. I like Maxima.
Once the airships are taken to the skies, I pray your men can be persuaded to join him.
You'll permit us to retain our weapons?
I wouldn't have sent you after the Scions were I expecting you to stab them in the back.
And I, for one, would not consider past transgressions more relevant than future contributions.
Damn, Alfie!
Regardless of the circumstances that saw us at odds before, we need men of courage now, more than ever.
That was a good line. Yeah, that was a very dark line to say. It's a good thing everyone's dead already, because then there's not as many people turning into the blasphemies.
We swore to defend Garlemald, and so we shall.
It seems you have everything under control. You will excuse me then, for mine own duties await.
A moment, Master Fortuno. You did desire to express your appreciation for services rendered, did you not?
No.
I did. Though if you intend to again ask that Sharlayan alter its course, you will find my gratitude insufficient.
'Tis nothing so onerous.
See him get mad.
I wish to hear the details of this grand endeavor of yours.
Do you swear to listen and to learn, and not to embark upon some scheme to impede us?
The squint of disapproval.
I swear.
That's still your son, you jerk. Non-existent father.
Any other I would doubt, but you I trust to keep your word. For not once have you broken it.
So anyway, we're gonna find a way to
Very
mess
well.
this up.
I will request that the Forum make you privy to our plans. You may await our summons at the Baldessian Annex, assuming the decision is in your favor. Does that suffice?
His own father was like,
does. You have my thanks.
Excellent. You can regale us with tales of your most recent sojourn to the First while we wait.
Alfie's my son now. Yeah. Yeah, this bald man, however, was... Okay, the ear pop?
Did you hear something just now?
No, because I'm not a superhuman cat. Why is there a Loporrit here? Pudding way? What the hell is...
Where is this stars-blasted pudding?
The fact that all the Loporrits showed up, I mean, Pudding Way, like, look, it's still a character.
Dawn may banish even the darkest night.
And there goes the dramatic tension.
And to this bitter clime bring warmth and comfort.
There's your husband, Tax. He's arrived.
'Tis heartening to see such an assembly upon my return. I thought often of you whilst I looked down upon our star's brilliance from the moon above.
That's one way to break the tension. I freaking love these rabbits, man.
Yes, but what are you doing here? And dressed like that? Aren't you cold?
Verily, I fear for my health should I proceed to expound upon our purpose ere I procure more suitable garments.
And the fact that he's like, even still keeping composure, like, yes. He's the type, Urianger is like the type to be on fire and be like, oh my, it would appear that I am singeing at the skins. This is incredibly painful. Like,
Then allow me to summarize. We're here because none of you lot are up there. Nor has anyone deigned to send word about any changes in the plans.
get him, Living Way.
It's rude, is what it is. At least that's what I thought at first, but then folks got to wondering if you weren't in a spot of bother, so we decided to take matters into our own hands. Come down here and help, if our help be needed. So she says, but it's also something of a convenient excuse to visit Etheris. Urianger made it sound absolutely marvelous. More so before the impending doom, but still.
Mapping way.
And it's not like there will ever be a better time. What with the aforementioned doom?
Marvellous, they say, yet not an ounce of pudding to be found. I must suffer Urianger's inferior works no more.
All the tension's gone.
Hey! Maybe consider the plight of present company before you go blathering on about pudding and doom? As I was saying, should you require any assistance with whatever,
Takoyaki.
we are at your disposal.
Takoyaki. Takoyaki. Where the my food?
Where are my food? Good God, it's just like, it's such a breath.
For the lives of this star. So naturally, we would much prefer to see them continue. Twiddling our thumbs up on the moon is hardly conducive to that, though, is it?
Little British bunny.
Not when you've all got such precious thoughts and feelings and hopes for the future deserving of more active preservation. Speaking to Urianger made us realize that while we've carried out our duties to the letter, we've failed to fulfill them in spirit.
A rise in the emotional roller coaster.
From there, it was just a hop, skip, and a jump towards resolving to do better. So please, show us how. Help us help you.
Well, there's more than enough people who need help. Holy crap. Knows how to give you that gasp of fresh air after holding your breath for so long.
But are they...
bunnies?
Thy distant collaborators, indeed.
The forum's been talking with these guys for so long, and he never once considered, they might not just be like humanoid creatures that we're used to. They might, in fact, be a bunny.
Hail, fellow. Well met. You'd be a member of the forum, would you? It's an honor and a pleasure to meet you at last. I'm Livingway, Hydaelyn's right paw. That last bit is very important. As am I, if I may humbly say so myself.
And right then, Sharlayan felt like a pile of idiots.
I bid you welcome to our star, Livingway. On behalf of the Forum, I thank you for traveling such a distance to meet us. As you have surmised, preparations for the Exodus have not proceeded as smoothly as we had hoped. I should be happy to personally escort you to our headquarters in Sharlayan, where you may advise us as you deem fit.
He adapted well. FaceTime needs to be discovered.
'Twas with reluctance that I set aside the great work of readying the moon for habitation. Be assured that I did so only after the Loporrits made plain their earnest desire to come hither, and I myself felt a growing certainty that their contributions here would prove invaluable.
Compose, talk to the bunny.
'Tis trite, perhaps, but I followed my heart.
Oh, Urianger. Banish this darkest of nights.
I am no esteemed philosopher of Eld. Nevertheless, 'tis my hope that what little knowledge I shared shall serve them well.
I am not
and
bunny.
Perchance,
I
help
am.
save us all.
Neko. Meow.
I want nothing way. The NPC, that NPC is the best bunny. I am no esteemed philosopher of Eld. Nevertheless, 'tis my hope that what little knowledge I shared shall serve them well and perchance save us all.
Will thou attend us at the Forum and lend thine own wisdom?
Now we're all going to Sharlayan.
Can we start moving before Urianger catches his death? Even I'm freezing out here.
Oh, I dare say you'll warm up quickly once you're aboard the airship. Sat shoulder to shoulder with our fur-covered friends.
He's looking right at... Oh, I thought he was looking right at 4chan. I thought, I swear to God, he was like right on it. Talking about roller coaster of emotions. Hot damn. Oh, okay. I guess I'm here now. Another stream. Another day that Chloe is dead. Wake up. Wake up. I like how everyone's just cool with just watching him there. I always think that always makes me laugh. Jack has been here for 16 months. Good God, it's been over a year, hasn't it? Holy crap. You guys got the mugs, go ahead and toss them up. All right, Ariane was not puzzled as we learned the identity of Hydaelyn's lunar custodians. As he will soon discover, they have much and more to offer the Forum. Alrighty. Now we go to the Forum. Did I notice anything about you and Chloe? Phoenix, did you just run? Wait, no. Well, the fact that your character was not all raw at the beginning, the fact that your character was Mikote, and then Chloe is now all raw as well. Yeah, all raw. So you guys just love those Fantasias, don't you? Just like, yeah, you waste no time using that. I like the idea of it, because at one point I thought that I was going to be like, you know what? Yeah, at one point I thought that I was going to be like, you know what would be really funny is like if I go through Endwalker, like if I go through the rest of Endwalker as like a LvL, but it's like I feel like it would break so much like cohesion, because like I mean all of those emotes, the sweat emote, all of those are oriented around my character, Lala. Yeah, I know. Struggling with it. Please call the hotline. Lala, Calf Dad. I would have to rename my character and just call him like Mini Espresso or something like that. Playing joke Lala Fells. Yeah. I don't need a Fantasia. I'm not doing it. I thought about doing it at one point. Ariane J, but I wasn't expecting to see you quite so soon. Call him half Sam, that is perfect. Half calf. I love it. That is excellent. Nor IV. In extolling the virtues of Aetheris, I inadvertently awakened in the Loporrits a desire to avert our beloved star's demise. Kryl tells us you have obtained new knowledge. Excuse me. I have news to share regarding the study of the Ethereal Sea, but your findings are certain to be of greater interest, so I'd rather hear them first. So I went back and I hung out with Emmett Selk and Hythlodaeus. Hythlodaeus was the tall Weenwound that we saw, but he was actually really cool. Anyway, those two were basically married, and I jumped off a cliff. And so this like bluebird thing turned into a blackbird, and then it was Twitter became X, and yeah, it was weird. That improves Nidhana's theory. We were an entity through sheer force of emotion to channel this vast dormant reservoir into a raging river. Its power might surpass even that of Aether. Lala to finish the Endwalker would be peak. Look what you guys did. But if our star is to replete with Aether, said entity would need to be outside of its influence to effectively manipulate the Dynamis of the Great Expanse. Medion. The sorrow and suffering of fallen civilizations that she has been hoarding for millennia. Fear drawn from every corner of the universe, all with the single purpose, the destruction of Aetheris. And our foe is no longer some unknown calamity. To defeat Medion. You make it sound so simple, but you're not wrong. Now a line for Ma. How are they like, okay, so time travel. Anyway. Has to tell his backstory. It could take several hours for him to get it all out. Yeah, oh yeah, there was a lot of things that happened within that time. There are two conditions. First, we must determine her location. Before Medion escaped, an enchantment was placed on her by Venat, the woman who would become Hydaelyn. The implications of temporal magics are not entirely understood, and so we cannot assume that Hydaelyn and Venat you met in Elpis are one and the same. Nevertheless, due to her intrinsic qualities as an all-powerful being, I'd wager Hydaelyn possesses the knowledge we seek. Whether she would share that knowledge with us, however, remains to be seen. After all, she intends us to flee Aetheris, not stay. She has abandoned her pursuit of Medion? No. The Venat I knew, yeah, she wouldn't give up. After that freaking cutscene and emotional roller coaster? Yeah, no, she wouldn't give up. Such as the Elpis flower. I believe she has been waiting. Mankind's answer to Hermes' question. Naturally, our chosen method will depend entirely upon wheresoever she has made her nest. I like that they say nest. It would have changed the dialogue when you met Emmett and Hitlo and Elpis. That's pretty cool, actually. Though we enlisted the help of Arenval and other echo-based allies, we couldn't detect so much as a whisper from Hydaelyn, even within the anti-tower. Master Montoya is of the opinion that in the years since abandoning it, the Forum has found some other method of receiving instructions from Hydaelyn. If so, it's most likely to be some form of apparatus for observing the ethereal sea, built closer to home. We just received one of their requested in the Rostra and intend to discuss the Great Exodus. Great! Medion is a bird. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I met God, like, in person. Like, receiving. I tried, Nakuru. I really did. Yeah, met God, and, the death of all of our worlds, and I watched it happen, and there's nothing that we really could have done. Yeah. All right, so now we got to go listen to 4chan and his buddies. Wonder if if they have all of them, all of his buddies. That be the limit of their duties. They possess knowledge unparalleled of the great expanse and its means of traversal. Should they be persuaded to assist in our efforts to reach Medion, we would do well to heed their counsel. At first, I wasn't sure what to make of Hermes and his motives, but it's like we discussed at the Great Work. When faced with harsh realities of life, some seek the release of death. Others grow defiant, they fight. Either way, it's our right to choose. Nice to know that our efforts in Magna Glacies didn't go unnoticed. No, I already talked to you. Talking to your brother. Has granted us the opportunity we've been waiting for. To the Rostra, okay. Tataru! Scary Tribunal in Ishgard. You'll forgive me. Okay, keep my distance. Okay, Tataru, you're fine. I can only assume she spent a vast amount of her power in the confrontation with Fandaniel and is presently unable to communicate. I could feel how faint it had gone, or grown. Which would presumably be rendered obsolete as a result. She has a few things to say about that. Nothing that should be repeated in polite company, he would understand. It's because Master Montoya is a badass. We had overseen the evacuation of the villages we visited. I had faith the detachment we left behind would continue the work and shepherd the people to safety. What safety can be found in the coming and the end of the world. Beat up God so I could befriend her dog. It's a long story. Can anything? Yeah, no, she's aggressive. And help shape today may help Hold the key for forestalling the final days. Those selfless efforts saw the 8 Underworld calamity averted, in this timeline at least. Too much to be sacrificed for us to abandon Aetheris now. Agreed. All right. So let's go. So I still think, so we're of the mind, it's like we have to figure out a way to get to Chloe or Phoenix. Now you're dead. Oh, I did get a new heal, actually. The effects duration, 50% of the damage taken is compiled. Restores HP equal to 200 potency plus the compiled damage. Oh, that's cool. Oh, wow, that's a long-ass cooldown. That's a very long cooldown. I would actually trust... I feel like I would trust, what's it, Master Matoya in a lot of negotiations, just because I know that, like, whatever she's saying, she's speaking honestly. To people to full once they're very low, and then you pop it. Got it. But it looks like it was only a single person, like a single target heal. Okay, I'm just gonna walk in here anyway. It's busted in extreme content. Oh, that's good to know. Time to wait in the store. Is anyone else buffering a lot? Holy crap. I am down. I'm getting a lot of extra. Hold on one sec. Close window. YouTube's lagging. That's what it is.
There is a matter I wish to raise with you before we enter.
Okay, I've gone green. I just dropped like 5,000 frames right there. Okay, I should be good. I haven't moved on. I should be good.
We are here to listen and to learn. But if the Forum's plans are more or less what I expect, then I should like to make a proposal that will serve our ends. By your leave, of course.
Oh, yeah. Wait, why did I have to take off my glasses?
I don't see why not. Your words and wits have gotten us this far.
Did you guys see that? They made me take off my glasses.
I will present our queries so that you may consider the most advantageous way to advance your proposal without distraction.
My glasses were weapons?
If I may have
Ridiculous.
your attention, the ad hoc session will now commence.
Silly glasses.
The
Well,
purpose of today's
yeah.
assembly is to brief
I get thrown
the
in jail.
scions of the Seventh Dawn at their request on the Great Exodus. You may enter.
Alfie's gonna run this bitch one day. Oh, there's our buddy. Cut eyes at his dad.
On behalf of the Forum, I commend your heroic actions on the Magna Glaciers. We shall not soon forget your service to us and the people of
Cryo
Rata.
waddling in. I always kind of giggle. I'm just saying. I'm sorry.
The Satrap, whom we have informed of the refugees' new arrangements, sings your praises as well. As an expression of our gratitude, we will endeavor to answer your questions as fully and openly as we are able.
Power of swag.
Then let us begin.
Welcome in, Hanami.
First,
I think you were here
it
earlier.
is the Forum's objective to ferry the life and knowledge of this star to the moon. Am I correct?
You are. It is for this purpose that Sharlayan has labored these many long years.
Is a great worm, by the way.
We have collected biological samples and scientific records from across the star. When the time comes, they will be moved from their places in Labyrinthos and Numenon and conveyed to safety. Once that critical task has been accomplished, we will begin transporting the Sharlayan citizenry, which has been categorized into groups. The earliest arrivals are to ensure hospitable environs for those who come after.
Those who come after.
Following our people, we will send those of other nations in turn, beginning with our allies. Radzat Han was foremost among these, but since the final days have already come to Thavnair, we saw fit to include the refugees with earlier groupings.
An ambitious plan. You have accounted for the safety of all nations and tribes, then?
Tomorrow comes.
As many as we can.
And how, pray tell, do you decide who to leave behind?
To journey beyond the sky is an unprecedented and immeasurably difficult endeavor. Introducing sources of inevitable conflict would condemn all to certain death.
For those who come after. Why does he have so many rings on? Easy, easy, easy. We need information.
Questions as to the validity of that approach aside, are your plans proceeding apace? We're under the impression that your primary means of celestial transportation is incomplete.
If only in that it does not meet our optimal parameters, that is correct.
Ah! Cryo's on your shit.
This arc, as some have taken to calling it, is fully operational and could be launched even today. However, the final days have progressed more quickly than we anticipated. At present, the ship is incapable of attaining speeds sufficient to meet our evacuation targets. Should we put the vessel into service, as it is now, we will be unable to travel to the moon and back quickly enough to complete the necessary number of trips. Precious lives and knowledge will be lost.
And not realistic and pragmatic.
Is there anything to be done?
The ether burner, the primary means of propulsion once the craft is in the space between stars, is undergoing testing to determine whether it can be made more efficient. Though cargo is being loaded for the initial phase of the Exodus, we are prepared to continue our experimentation up to the day before launch, should it prove necessary.
Okay.
What if the Scions were to solve your problem? We shall help devise a means to improve the ether burner's efficiency, on 2 conditions. If we succeed, you must allow us to meet with Hydaelyn.
Oh damn, going straight for the throat.
'Twas simple enough to deduce. You have a Concord, and so you would never have abandoned the anti-tower had you no other means of communication. One far more convenient, I suspect.
Snuffed out. You guys thought you were clever.
The second condition, also to be met upon our success, is that we be permitted to propose another use for your Ark.
Don't piss them off.
We would be at liberty to refuse this proposal.
Of course. If we cannot prove its merit to the 99 here, who are we to stake on it the lives of all peoples of this star?
Got a point.
Delightful
Not
as
to Shane, I
always,
love it.
Master Alfino. Oh, we couldn't have asked for a finer plan. Allow us to solve this complex engineering problem of which we were entirely unaware until moments ago. What could possibly go wrong? The satire writes itself.
That's just
Yes,
classic. I love it.
The field has not benefited from a change in perspective. When we are at wit's end, what we need is not the same dry theories recited ad nauseam, but fresh inspiration. I, for one, have faith in my erstwhile students to provide it, and I find their terms to be perfectly acceptable.
Crack shit. Matoya, Louis Swall, Montagine.
Order! We have no time to waste on debate. I call a vote. All in favor of agreeing to the Scion's terms?
Yeah, it's most of them. That's most of them. I'm just saying. Did 4chan say no? 4chan's gonna say no.
71 in favor, 28 against. The ayes have it.
Ha! Called it.
Portiono, as the architect of this project, you are the best candidate to show them its current state. And bear in mind that regardless of your personal misgivings, this is the will of the Forum.
The fact that 4chan didn't put his hands up, but he's the one who designed this, now has to work with us. Oh, I love it. This is great. It's delicious cake.
Very well.
I call this session to a close. Return to your tasks with urgency. The final days wait for none.
Yeah, but again, there was no conversation of what it was for. Like, it was just like, we're gonna use your arc for something else. Alrighty. That was a fun cutscene. Alright, what do you got to say? Honoring the Forum's decision. Of late, I have seen no sign of Loporrits. This being our first opportunity to experience the wonders of Sharlayan, the potential for misadventure is nigh infinite. But I was completely unaware of the Forum's plan. There may have been clues for clues here and there, but had I mind the look for them. But contemplating that possibly only serves to wound my pride. Not that anyone could have realistically surmised that their brilliant stratagem was to build a giant ship, fly to the moon, a still larger vessel in truth, and to use it to travel to another star. Even now, the whole idea seems plausible. And Phoenix has changed again. Phoenix and who? Who put me in a dress? Phoenix. There's only one small difference. Can you guys tell what the difference is? Oh, I don't know. Maybe Phoenix got it. Chloe did not. This is impressive. And the fact that I have a chocobo chain. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know if Chloe got it. Chloe's very close, but Phoenix got it. Oh, they gave me my glasses back. How nice. It's in the eyes. The fact that you guys go above and beyond. Do you remember your own face? I do remember my own face. The fact that you guys go above and beyond is never. I want to stress that it's never not appreciated. The eyes do have it, in fact. Galactic, where are you? Damn, I look good in a skirt too. I don't see Galactic anywhere. Staying on my feet for the most part, but since we require both a means of communicating with Hydaelyn and reaching Medion, in the spur of the moment I saw involving ourselves with the completion of the arc as a way toward both objects simultaneously. However, we must first keep our end of the bargain by solving the problem of the Aether Burner. I'd like to think it's not a challenge but beyond our combined expertise, or at least the expertise of a certain circle of associates. Actually works before we try to improve it, though. Oh, right, like directly behind me. You're in my party. Oh, that's a nice fit, Galactic. That's a very nice fit. My duck's in the way. Where's that from? This is your captain speak. You do look like a captain. All right, well, we're getting on a space arc, so why not? Stiff upper lip is being sorely tested. Archeon, and I trust you can make your own way there. Oh, he's salty as salty can be. Where else could they conceal such a massive undertaking? He is salty. Homeboy is the epitome of salt. Do 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 do. I hate when you do that. Just let me disappear. Let me teleport. I hate it when you do that, and you do it on purpose. Oh yeah, we weren't allowed to go, I think, like further down, weren't we? Hey, werewolf. Take you to the median circuit. Ski. The lift operator. Medial circuit. I'm like looking around for this giant ship. I've been meaning to. How are you enjoying the quest so far? I actually like this bit because it's providing a little bit more depth, we'll say. Where the hell is it's all the way down there. It's providing a little bit more depth for 4chan and his interactions with his kids. Brain rot battle, let's go. It's providing a lot more depth on 4chan and his kids, and also like why he's doing it, because I can also understand why 4chan was such a shitty father, is because he legitimately did care for his kids. He just buried himself in work, almost exhaustingly so, planning for the end of time. You know, like he did that to such a degree that he, like, I guess it just completely forgot to be a father to his kids. And now, granted, he also did kind of like banish them and was like, no, I don't want anything to do with you because you guys like want to save the world. Which, yeah, I call him 4chan. His name is like Fortunal or something like that. Fortunal LvL. So I just shortened it to 4chan. I have a tendency of doing that. No. And I'm not saying that it gives him any excuse for him to disown his kids. Absolutely not. That's inexcusable. However, it's like, I'm not saying you're right, but I'm saying you understand. You know? Like, if that makes sense. Do. Guess I gotta go inside. Move in slow. Oh, there's a bunch of people in here. Do. However, you're still an ass. Yeah, that's basically what it is. Nakuru, welcome back in to the Light Rose. You guys got the mugs, go ahead and toss them up. Horseshoe no. Horseshoe no. By maintaining the temperature and air circulation, they are able to create an ideal environment for growth and preservation for all biological samples kept here. But I realized I was locked outside. You were outside the doors. And left me behind. You went off somewhere with grandfather. That night before, I had been seeing how I had been asking how father how clouds are made, so he decided to show me. It was fascinating. I peppered him with questions the entire time. It's easy to take granted the many interweaving aspects of the natural world, to grow inured to the wonders. But having gained an understanding of the complex mechanisms employed by the Loporrits to recreate a similar environment, I've come to view such processes with a new light. Subterranean gardens of Labyrinthos, the lunar prison forged to contain the ancient Zodiac, the habitations built for mankind beneath the moon's surface, each unique yet undeniably similar. 'Tis no mere coincidence. Damn. Yeah, had a good hearing. Unfolded us to us that the grim fate that awaits the fierce. Every essential resource we could spare has been delivered to Labyrinthos in preparation for the great exodus. But that is not all. This is also the testing ground for the technologies that will allow us to settle on distant stars. That is not our final destination. Mankind must learn to propagate life where there is none, and to thrive where there is barren. Alas, time is not on our side. It is there most of our preparations for the great exodus are carried out, the construction of the Ark amongst them. Though our plans have been made public, access remains highly restricted. You, however, will not be subject to said restrictions and will have free reign to come in and go as please. Such is the will of the Forum, after all. Haha! And you can't tell us no. Stop being a pedantic dick. And actually enjoy your kids. Your kids are here with you to save the world. Bring your child to work day, essentially. Nope, he's gonna be a jerk about it. Going underground. Who is this 4chan? Pot meat kettle. I was actually kind of expecting there to be a giant, wow, I still have a whole bunch of area to cover. I was expecting the giant arc to be like right there in front of me. After whom the forge is named. Once the necessary instructions have been made, I shall leave you with him to discuss the particulars this way. I think it's more so a bit stubborn pride at this point. I mean, I think it does show the resemblance. Honestly, if you look at like the way that Alfie came into the picture, like he came into the Scions, we met him when he was at like already at peak, basically like I'm better than you. Like he was already at that moment, that feeling. And it was like, and it took time for him to realize, oh shit, I could be wrong. The Crystal Braves really did a number on him. I don't know if 4chan ever experienced that kind of like hit, that strike to the pride, I guess is the best way to put it. I have my Archon loaf. I also have my triple cream coffee and hot cocoa. I like how Faith is just walking like that. Humbling, yeah. Because again, I'm seeing a lot of a Realm Reborn Alfie in 4chan right now. Naivety.
I could swap them out.
Oh, this dude's got mullet.
No, been there, done that. Damn near lost my eyebrows. Think, Coco, think! We'd be well on our way to paradise. Visionaries patting themselves on the backs for their grand accomplishments if you'd only think!
Gokolo.
Yes, that does sound rather lovely.
Yeah! I mean, Master Force, you know, what a pleasant surprise. We're not blasting off already, are we?
The schedule remains unchanged, for better or worse.
Experience the
which is why the Forum has elected to accept assistance in resolving the ether burner conundrum.
I swear, we're gonna walk up and then, like, Alfie's gonna have, like, an idea immediately.
Not seen you lot down here before.
There are Archons among their number, but engineering is not their expertise. Nevertheless, the Forum concedes the slim possibility that they may have insights to offer. If not, you are at liberty to return them to the surface, by whatever means you see fit.
I assure you that won't be necessary. Now, about your troubles with the ether burner.
Aye, aye, I'll walk you through it. Suppose I could do with a change of pace.
It's super English and sounds like
As
a Florida man with the mullet to match.
The ether burner burns ether, ambient or otherwise, and transforms it into motive force. Think of it like a giant bomb that never stops exploding. Even out in that black void where the ether's right sparse, it's strong enough to move our arc. And it probably won't kill you like an actual bomb.
He's got a mullet, earrings, and then a mustache. This is Florida man. 100%.
But it ain't perfect. According to my calculations, to travel to the moon and back fast enough for the Forum's liking, the conversion rate needs to be 6% more efficient.
Guy Fieri.
Usually 6%, you say. But if I could have squeezed even another 0.6 out of it, don't you think I'd have built it that way in the first place?
Hast thou consulted with the Loporrits?
Yes, they too are conducting their own research, for lack of a ready answer. The moon's propulsion systems are considerable, naturally, yet they are commensurately massive. It is no easy feat to convert their technology into an efficient means of propulsion for a teeny tiny toy boat, as they say, and as I most certainly do not.
Teeny tiny toy boat. That makes me laugh.
Yes, exactly. Damn it all, I asked for refined adamantite and they send me uppity rabbits with inscrutable, ancient, incompatible technology. You're trying to drive me mad.
Is the name of the arc. All right, I got a feeling real quick. Hold on, I'm gonna put on my hat. Gotta add it up. Hold on. All right, so I got a feeling that the only people who I know that are like excellent in technology and things of that sort is really I would 100% bank it on the Garland Iron Works. Like Sid's gonna come in and save the day. Biggs and Wedge are gonna come in and assist. That's where I think that we're going to have an issue or have like the help. Or Grahatia is gonna have like some kind of weird knowledge of ancient Allag burners. Because again, he spent all that time in the Crystal Tower and he has all those years of knowledge that he was as the Crystal Exarch, like to be able to help. Those are the one or two options that I'm thinking. One or two. Okay, back to it.
Do you speak of Allagan refined adamantite?
Oh! Oh! Yes! It is so good to be right! Oh! Feels good. All right, back to the show, ladies and gentlemen.
You know of it.
I was
Only in
actually
most general terms, I'm afraid. 'Twas an alloy of Allagan make, but the secrets of its production were closely guarded.
Truth be told, I was actually banking more. Once we were talking about helping them with the Aether Burner, I was like, it's gotta be like Sid. Sid hasn't made like any play in this entire expansion. This is where he comes in. Sid, MF, and Garland comes, saves the day. Protein King, Sid.
As I recall,
I was waiting for it.
The record stated it was vital to Dalamud's construction and launch.
Aye, that's the stuff. No material more conductive far as I know. Slotting some ins like blowing up a dam and watching the river of ether come rushing through. Ain't a living soul that knows how to make it though.
I do.
We were fortunate enough to salvage some for the ether burner, just a wee bit, mind, from a chunk of Dalamud that came hurtling into the northern empty during the calamity. With more, well, that extra 6% efficiency would be child's play. It's a crying shame that we've no other sources.
Surely the many shards of Dalamud scattered throughout Eorzea would suffice. Why not get the refined adamantite from them?
They would have done so already. There's something wrong with it. They're all burned out.
We tried, believe you me. But only a few specialised pieces would have had any in them to begin with. Drive calls from Ragnarok-class internment hulks. Those are the prize bits we really need. According to the Gleaners, getting to them means delving deep into the shards. And the defences are still very operational and very eager to blow them up.
Sid, guns. Cook for an hour and then answer is the right next click. Along with this, 4 times ex-husband.
It's rough going in there, even for the cream. Not sure they'd make it out alive.
Weren't we near that part of the Ragnarok when we went to destroy Bahamut?
You want me to go and fetch the whatsits? We're gonna play dumb. You want me to go and fetch the whatsits?
That may be for the best, though you doubtless find the task too dull for your liking.
There are multiple internment hulks in Eorzea alone, so handling this ourselves may not be the most efficient option. Rather, if we could salvage adamantite from the shards simultaneously... Thancred, is the link shell we established before you went to Garlemald still active?
Of course. The floor is yours.
Oh, hey, they actually caught stuff.
What's all this? Gathering firewood, so to speak. We alone can accomplish little, but joined by others, we may yet build a bonfire to carry us heavensward.
Oh, I broke it again. Damn it! The memes and the lines is so good. The firewood, the heavensward in one line. Heavensward, you say?
This is Alphino. The Scions have need of you.
Dad, in all my adventures, I learned how to gather firewood.
Understood. I will contact the Lord Commander and dispatch our finest at once.
My sisters are somewhat preoccupied with the final days, so I will lead the 12-Wood expedition myself.
Gridania.
Are you aware of any other sources of refined adamantite?
This is Alphino. Yeah, oh yeah.
Logically, such an invaluable alloy would have been utilized solely where absolutely necessary, in components intended to conduct or collect surpassing amounts of ether. Any extant
Crystal Tower,
instrumentation
maybe?
or devices would have likely found their way into the hands of etherologists or enthusiasts.
Magical artifacts of Allagan design? The Eastern Alliance will send word to one and all. Are there other ways we may offer aid? No shards of the Lesser Moon scar our soil, but our stake in this cause is no less for it.
Little Master Networker. we needed for manual
Is
labor.
there anything in Othard that might be of use to you?
What did you say? Oh, you got friends in far places, lad. Anyway, if you're offering, I wouldn't say no to one of those Far Eastern sacred relics. Some of them can hold enough ether to summon a whole damn primal. Combine a source like that with the ether burner, and 3, 2, 1, kaboom!
I gather you heard his explosive enthusiasm. Might you
Cinnamon
secure us a
bun,
suitable relic?
Sirena. Wasn't it Jesse Cox who had a great meme? Beep, boop, beep, boop. Hey, Fabnir, it's your boy. Bring all the dancers.
It shall be done. I know little of machines, but I promise we will do our utmost to gather the materials you need to finish your starship. I am glad for the work, in truth. Better to busy oneself than wait and fret over disasters foretold.
Then why are we all still standing about yapping? There's plunder for the taking. And I'm a born
Sticker.
plunderer. I'll be an old Sharlayan before you know it. Start mixing the grog.
I'm certain that can be arranged. Thank you all, and do be careful.
Just like that.
Aye, just like that. Our refined adamantite is on its way.
And we solved your problem in an
Now
instant.
let us consider our next steps, shall we? There's yet much to be done.
Even relying on pirates, this must be serious. Half the problem with one pearl call. That's the worst part. Is that all of these people are like, oh my god, what are we gonna do? We can't figure it out. It's gonna be so difficult. I've been staring at it for years. And then Alfie's just like, yeah, go get him. Thank you. And then 4chan's mad. Good God! Why does everyone have a giant, like, front end loader? They're all on a Discord call. How famous or infamous Alphino has become. Who'd have thought he could achieve so much with a single link pearl conversation? As we're expecting rather a lot of visitors in the near future, I'd best return to the surface and inform relevant parties. I also have a contact of my own that might be worth a try. And who might that be? That's for me to know and you to find out. On that note, I leave matters here in your capable hands. I can't see over this. Meanwhile, in Ura, the Legion of Doom, or a free company house, however you wish to call it. Sultana Banana.
Our course of action is clear. We must harvest refined adamantite from the shards of Dalamud and procure arcane relics of Allagan make. Summon the best and brightest of our immortal flames and form an expeditionary party at once. Call upon the Sultan Sworn and Brass Blades for support as you must.
Loporrit.
Papashan, send word to the guilds. We will require the expertise of master artisans if we are to have any hope of identifying and recovering these elusive materials.
Need front-end loaders.
We have need of your stone torches. They are to assist the immortal flames in scouring the ruins and to help secure the surrounding areas. I trust I can count on your support.
I appreciate Papa Sean's in full paladin armor. Oh yeah, absolutely.
As commander of the Stone Torches, my son Zimberk will personally see it done.
Pippin, I would have you lead the raiding party. Assemble your finest, and with Tizona's blade, clear the way.
Pippin!
Lord Loporrits, I pray you take charge of the search for Allagan relics. Surely you know of some being traded on open or clandestine markets, or sleeping in collectors' vaults. Of course, I ask not that you do this out of the kindness of your heart. By all means, profit on the transactions. I wish you the joy of it.
playing Loporrito for who he is.
Final days descend upon our world. If circumstances are truly as dire as they say, Uldar's best efforts may be for naught. And yet, when we Eorzeans rose from the ashes to rebuild our broken realm, did we not learn one simple truth?
Remix of answers.
All but impossible
You hear it?
to overcome alone may yet be possible if we stand together. It was the Scions who united us then, and it is the Scions who call upon us now. Uldar will answer that call. We will summon our courage and join the fight for our world's future.
Okay, Nanamo.
You know your duties. I, Nanamo Ulnamo, 17th in the line of Ul, bid you good luck and Godspeed.
As it's the Coils music. Yeah. Answers is echoed in the Coils regular. Truth be told, I kind of forgot. I'll be honest with you, I forgot that. Meanwhile, in the shroud. Oh, we're hitting them all. Meanwhile, in the forest. And turned into a dragon. To be fair, it was like, yeah, oh yeah, it was like a year and a half ago since I did Coils.
We fielded a goodly number, but our ranks are heavy with healers, and an abundance of restorative magics will be of little help in destroying Dalamud's defenses. Still, it has ever been thus with Gridania. We must steel ourselves for a protracted engagement.
Oh, Leith.
In that case, might I suggest taking us along?
Kid still needs a haircut. His mouth open.
Commander Hext, what are you doing here?
None of the shards in Girabania are big enough to hold an internment hulk. So we said to ourselves, why not lend our neighbors a hand?
They remembered Leith
existed.
existed.
People with a talent for breaking things.
While it pains me to admit it, you are right. Are our deficiencies so plain to see?
Yes. Are we a joke to you?
It might have been a lifetime ago, but I was once one of the Scions assigned to the Shroud. I know this forest well. I know your people. And I know we will be stronger if we fight this fight together.
The lore of the Autumn War.
Then I will impose upon you with a clear conscience. Come, let us speak of how to integrate our forces.
Yeah, they're not as bards or dragoons.
I won't let it all be for nothing. I promise you, Papalimo.
Papa Meow mentioned. Papa Meow. It still hurts. Oh, we're in Korthos now. Papa Meow mentioned. Hydaelyn. Oh, they're at Harchenfawn's grave.
There you are. We've no time to waste, brother. Everyone has already...
Member berries like a machine gun. Good God. Oh, the dragons.
That was a roar. A dragon's roar.
Race Felgar? What's he doing? It's got to be Race. Or is that like Vitra coming back? I don't know. Rock on the way. Let's not lose our heads though. The slimiest of slimy boys.
In summation, the Eastern Alliance, as well as the Honorable Lord Loporrit himself, reached out to me for assistance in procuring these treasures of the divine, and I, in turn, do beseech the Confederacy for aid.
Try. Oh boy, our Ninja Turtle came from the sea.
Is that...
Hancock? What a surprise this is.
Sorban showing up here after
And
the Four Lords, I'm
fortuitous
just
one
saying.
at that. I have a favor to ask, you see.
Look at my snake. Are we not getting any? Not quite the same. I was gonna say no context. Resisting the urge to slap pat himself on the back. Sultana and the Syndicate, the Gridanians and the Alamegans, which had the Autumn War 100
I love
years.
this CS, the end of old rivalries. The Sultana with the Syndicate. The Gridanians and Alamegans, which had the Autumn War 100 years ago. The Ishgardians and the Dragons.
It is. What really, no step on stage. What really does a good job about it is that if you remember these characters throughout the MSQ, which I can only imagine is probably a lot harder for those who did this while it was current, because again, you got to remember there's years that go on in between the expansions. So like going all the way back through, I mean, yeah, we see him touches in like, what's it, through Heaven's Word, you see touches of Stormblood, but it's still, that's a long time to remember it. And I like that they bring them up. I'm just saying. I liked it. Oh dear, breaking all the things. There we go. Mold to what you've done. Oh, that's cool. It refreshes our memories. Yeah, yeah. For me, it's just fun callbacks. For you, it's like, holy crap. Like, that's a lot. We must be ready for every eventuality, and this would be an excellent opportunity to familiar yourselves with our with the logistics of traversing the Great Expanse. Event, side quest, and job NPC there. You have no idea. Side content you've done before Endwalker, the bigger the emotional callback is. Oh, okay, all right. That's pretty cool, though. I really wanted this expansion. Everyone you've met to work together. It's my job as the Azem. I got some gear. All right, let me see if anything is better. Probably something's better, right? Oh, that's terrible. That is just abysmal. Why does it have to be better? We're casting glamours. Where's my glasses? Just abysmal. No. No, I did not go. Okay, I kind of look like a businessman here. Like about that business. Now, I like my previous look. What was it? The Kitsu? Robe of Healing. It's good drip though. Just keep a steady flow. Business heals. Glamour plates. I haven't saved any. Okay, we're good to go. All right, let's ride. All right, I'm curious. Can someone tell me how many quests I have until the very end? How many quests am I in before I get to the end of this of the expansion? I'm curious because I feel like I'm inching closer. I'm on No Job Too Small. Pepperidge Farm remembers. A lot of quests. Oh, okay. Challenge, remember Gra. Still got like 3 streams. Yeah. To the end of 6.0, not post. Nothing post. 22. All right. I haven't even unlocked the last area and it's already like almost 11:30. Like I thought that I was going to be able to get there in time, but there's been some very, very, very juicy, and I say that word, very juicy cutscenes. Now I know that I'm not getting there tonight, but I'm also trying to plan it out so that I'm kind of like on time with where I have to go. Either rate. Which I doubt surprises you. Yeah, no. I had a feeling that there's going to be a lot of things that wrap up very... Get up this damn... Can I not hop up there? I have no doubt that it's going to be a while. The last couple of quests take about 3 hours. Woof. Juicy like Zenos. Well, that's kind of what I was expecting. It's about another month, or another couple of weeks. Hope I really like the song. Why? Because they keep playing it. It's the best joke ever told on stream. Ha, Nicola, you're hilarious. This song is going to be like all next stream. I need the Aetherite before I do anything. I am a riot. To get through the last zone. Yeah. Well, and it's also, I'm trying to like plan it out because I'd also like to be able to play the launch of Guild Wars 2, Guild Wars 2's next expansion, and at least play through that story. That shouldn't take all that long, like maybe a stream or two. Like it usually the quests are pretty quick. But I want to, if that releases on October 27th, and I kind of have like a timeline that I want to finish base Endwalker before then. I hear that our Lunar collaborators have come down to assist in efforts. I'm looking forward to finally meeting them in person. And the last zone is so long too, yeah. But I also don't want to rush it, you know? Like, I came all this way, I don't want to have to push it. If I have to push the launch week of Guild Wars 2, like, maybe I do that. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Possibly a break, yeah. But I also want to contain that story, you know? Like, I want to finish 6.1 and then just, like, be okay, you know? But can be split. It's very long and there's not many good stopping points. I think you need a max of 6 streams. 6? How many weeks do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It would be right up there. Miriam wants to see their glam. Oh, okay. To see our teeny tiny boat, which was quite impressive considering they didn't use any creation magics. It is in Aetheris itself, though we now find ourselves in sort of a funny underground miniaturized version of it. We were hoping for the forum to give us a guided tour, but it appears they are rather preoccupied. Honestly, all that time to prepare and they're still not ready. I suppose we'll just have to show ourselves around, or at least that's what we were planning on doing until we chance to find Ariane and yourself. It'd be really jarring to split up. I might end up like making the last stream like a big deal and like taking a day off for it. Oh, that's actually a really good look. Especially with the weapon matching the rest of the outfit. And then like the kind of like demon wings. Like that's a good look, Miriam. See, I like coordinated outfits like that. I'm just saying, I like coordination. Cannot free himself of the Loporrits. Big deal for any streamer hitting it. Betwixt this artificial environment and best way burrows, it would be best of our interest to have Loporrits acquaint themselves with those conditions deemed optimal by the Sharlayan collaborators. That continued reliance upon my knowledge would be risk narrowing rather than broadening their perspective. Sure. Is easily a 12-hour stream. Almost a whole day you can do in chunks, my things. There are places. Yeah, oh yeah, I'm gonna have to. I wouldn't try. I don't know if I would try to go ahead and try to stop at a very specific like point. Like I don't think I would go out of my way to like, oh, sorry, we just saw something crazy happen. I gotta go. Like I would try to find reasonable stopping points, but also keep in mind that I also need sleep. When I did this myself, I found myself a good stopping point and played until 4 a.m. local. Yep. You don't want to go through the last stretch, yeah. It pretty steadily. Yeah, well, to be fair, also the other streamers have typically other streamers have a lot more time to stream than me. I'm sorry, I can only give you guys one day a week right now. That's all I got. Direct our attention to the most important features. Oh, goodness gracious. Not one of these again. I am always drawn back whenever I have one of these. That's got to be important, right? Whenever I have one of these point and click things, it brings me back to the darting, the Garlean soldiers back in, what's it? Oh, Thor. That's what it is. That's what it is. Fresh for the last 2 to 3 hours. Regular players can binge it in a semi-reasonable time, but streamers end up taking longer needing to do to interact in the chat and such. Yeah. Can you find there's an axolotl? Especially a lively one at that. The concept you observed in another time, another place, was approved for life in the wider world somehow. I heard I'm gonna have to get used to the music. That's what I'm told. I'm gonna have to get very. Went really long and enjoyed it into the end fully. Pipe at the bottom, purifying the water drawn up from below. Good night, Phoenix. Your darling creation survived. It's thin at the bottom, but big at the round top. Quite tall for something so unbalanced. Alright, Loporrits. I like how I'm showing them around. Gets old after a bit. Water drawn from underground, presumably with some other mechanism, is purified here and stored in that tower before being distributed elsewhere. A design brilliant in its simplicity. I dare say it would only take a moment to install it even in the harshest environments. For us Loporrits, that is. Source of water is for the utmost importance for any fledgling settlement. It's too smooth-brained. Are built near an oasis. You're never far from water. We can provide enough water to keep them out from drying out completely, but it would appear that they rely on it far more than we anticipated. Once we calculate the average consumption per individual, this may be also worth learning how we exactly obtain their water in the first place. We'll share his appreciation for their engineering marvel. Brave the untamed wilderness? We could not help but notice the many dangerous-looking creatures with big nasty teeth lurking beyond the safe confines of the settlement. Were we not escorted here by burly custodians, I dread to think what would have become of us. Yeah, you guys would have been a snack. Write it down, writing away. Potential and rather appetizing source of sustenance. I entrust singing way and growing way to thy care. I hate the animation where he does that, and he's like, "It's me, I will do it." I know that's the Highlander. That's like Highlander here that does that, but still, it's always goofy. We're on an adventure. Yeah, you guys weren't kidding, man. They really, like, they really hammer out that music. Like, it's the second I was out of that cutscene. And also the fact that they're like, yes, please keep us safe. And then they ran off without us. It just doesn't add up. To me, that just doesn't add up. They're like, we really need to be safe. And then they're just like, okay. I did not need to pop all those cooldowns. They didn't want you to forget. Jessica, thank you. I'm so glad. They didn't want me to forget this wonderful tune. I love it. And they ran off into the wilderness again. It's like dealing with toddlers sometimes. I mean, like, I can understand that from like a whole process, but I'm like, you guys were just like, yeah, I'd rather not die and eat. Oh boy, let's go out into the wild. I don't know, goofy sound. Oh wait, I gotta go over here. Still want to see this shit. Now, I did pay attention, especially with the login, with the Endwalker login, you see a ship, you see an arc type thing, where I'm like, I kind of figured that. I was trying to figure out where that was actually playing, so this makes more sense. Banjo-Kazooie. Yeah, it looked like a pizza. It's a little triangle. The self-preservation instincts of a cucumber. Like, do 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 do. No, the Loporrits do. They have the self-preservation instinct of a cucumber. That's what I was saying. We'll gain here and will be essential for us to start looking for new stars for your kind to inhabit. Apparently, most of them don't even have air for you to breathe. Wise guys. This boy on blind and I have not noticed. Natural defenses against cats. Learned that yesterday. Agricultural shock. Or maybe a carrot. I believe knowledge and consumables you seek may be found in the Mineral Agronomics. As I imagine, Singing Way and the others intend to study every conceivable asset or facet of this apparatus. Wouldst thou be so kind escorting our visiting culinarian? Even his incredibly vivid, if a bit too verbose descriptions cannot compare to the sampling themselves. Not to mention Aetherius will soon be no more, so I must learn all that I can while there's still time. Okay. I have no problem. Let's go cook. Let's cook. Nope. Gotta huff it. Do. Rude ass rabbits. I feel that I have a 3-year-old kid that runs around the park with that hectares without any sign of exhaustion. Meanwhile, me, I almost died. My youngest daughter has really been into this phase, like when we're waiting for something, because there's, you know, like we're just waiting either for like the class to start, or we're waiting for her sister's class to end or something like that. Her and I will play tag, and I love my 3-year-old, but she can almost run as fast, maybe even a little bit faster than my 8-year-old. And like she's so damn quick, and she just has like a nigh infinite like energy source. I don't get it. She just can run forever. And she never gets tired. Never does. Help themselves to farmers' crops without permission are often cut into pies. With a few samples, sure. Toddler sorcery. Impressive. Which I love. I will continue to foster that because I want her to be able to move and run like that. We've got to find all the ways, find ways to do what we do down here, up there, first on the moon, then on whichever star the Forum decides will become our new home. It's all sewed and so unreal. Don't you want to go to the moon? It's better than waiting for the final days to claim us. But no matter how carefully it's planned, we'll never be able to carry every variety of flora and fauna with us. Even the ones we can take may not survive in their new environment, so many species are doomed to extinction. Sorry, that's not what you came to talk about. So, where to begin? Are we going over to the Squapes? It seems like we're going over to the Squapes. ripe philosopher's carrot, and the texture is entirely different. They were so squape, so squape. Outer skin of the fruit within is most peculiar, though far from unpleasant. Yes, I think I'll try another. Just watching a bunny eat grapes. I'll say meh. I'm not the biggest fan on grapes. Have a good night, Chloe. I'm not too terribly far off. Still got about like half hour left. They're valued more as an ingredient for spirituous beverages rather than a fruit for regular consumption. They tried. They tried. Apple? It's the apple. Orange. Intend this song to be used this way. Yeah. Equal parts sweet and sour, as with the grapes, yet nothing alike. I may have to consult Urianger about expanding my vocabulary. I simply cannot find words to describe it. Well, it's bitter. This is all very complicated, you know. So many flavors, so many choices, and each individual with their own personal preferences. Eating nothing but carrots. Marvelous though they still are, in my estimation. Let no one say I said otherwise. Yeah, frozen. Don't get me wrong. Frozen grapes are good. Like I'm not hating on grapes. I just yeah. I have a Shadow the Ace. I will say it, and I do this frequently. Like I am not a fan of TikTok. I don't have TikTok, and what's it? Mrs. Calf doesn't have TikTok. It's not necessarily that it isn't for the services that it could provide. One, it's another thing that's just an instant bam, bam, bam. I could just keep scrolling and just seeing new content and stuff like that. But oh man, like the amount of like just content that's out there in short form that readily available is no, I don't like it. Not a fan. That's me personally. I know some people really like TikTok, and I know some people who make a lot of money on TikTok, so good for them. It's just not me. Is less of a concern than taste. Kids call it brain rot. Yeah, my daughter calls it brain rot. She's also saying there's Italian brain rot. Italian brain rot? Not to say anything offensive against anyone Italian, but what? Why is your brain rot worse than normal brain rot? I don't know. I've never gotten the answer for that. As goodly carrots. I stay away, yeah. And no one with any sense would try to eat them raw. You're supposed to cook them first. Made a video on Italian brain rot today on his new channel. Oh yeah, I'm too old for this. Yeah. Yes, I'm too old. Generated Italian gibberish. Yeah. I did see his other channel. I'm too old for this guy. I like that because I kind of feel that way too. Cooking allows us to draw out the potential of our produce. Pumpkin stew has been one of my favorite dishes as long as I can remember. Blocks of the plant matter can become as delicious as the orange I sampled. How about that yellow fruit over yonder? Where? Oh, it's over here. Premise for a channel. Oh, it really is. Full of ASCII and promise. I feel older than people my age sometimes. Yeah. What's it? My goddaughter had her 3-year-old birthday, and we were talking to some of the other parents who were around her age, and a couple of them were a little bit older. But it was like, I don't know. It just felt like we were on like two different kinds of pages, I guess, with life and things like that. Because my buddy, he scrolls through TikTok all the time. He always sends me TikToks. And I'm like, yeah, I can view them on the web and stuff like that. But I'm like, I don't know, like, it just feels like the way that we approach life has gotten different, which I get that makes sense for everyone, but there's like times where it's like I feel like this is what we're laughing at. This is a joke. What did we even grab? You mean it's supposed to taste like this? He's so revolting. All the people I hang out with are older than me. True, Galactic, you got me into this game. You started following me with Guild Wars 2 stuff, and I know for a fact that I'm older than you. Anything that has trending in the title, yeah. That's actually, no, that's probably actually a very good point. The Deceiver. I feel so violated. Ah, first time. I'll give you this lemon muffin I baked. If it doesn't change your opinion, nothing will. More lemon? Haven't I suffered enough? Oof, a bit too of sick came up there. Learn more of your inscrutable ways. It's about TikTok every time. Gonna love it. Its vile bitterness could be utilized so elegantly, my good chap. This is simply breathtaking. But it's a starring role in all sorts of recipes, and the same is true with many of the other ingredients. It comes down to making the most of the resources at our disposal, and sometimes that can even be the difference between life and death. Actually, hold on. I want to show you guys this. Since we're talking about cooking, I gotta pull it up. Hold on. I'm gonna close my stream because I always have it on my phone. Regardless of my streams, I will always have at least one viewer. So I made this today. I was very excited. Hold on. Turn it. There you go. I made that today. That is an Irish chicken chowder with medley potatoes, carrots, celery, shredded chicken, and some chicken broth. It was amazing. I was on our wedding on our anniversary or honeymoon, excuse me. We stayed in a ski lodge, and that was our thing, right? And it was that looked like heirloom papatos, yeah. We stayed in a ski lodge, and they found out that it was our honeymoon, so they gifted us a cookbook of nothing but ski lodges, like famous recipes all around the world, which is really, really cool. It was yeah, cook stream. I thought about it. Potato, chicken, veggie, yeah, with some half and half mixed in with it's called like a roux, I think is how it's pronounced. It's R-O-U-X. So sauteed the vegetables, mixed it in with a bunch of butter and then a little bit of flour to add that texture. Anyway, I've had that for the longest time, and I was like, you know what? Like, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try to cook some of these recipes, and that was the first one that I went ahead and did. There's a chili that's in there that looks really good. There's a watermelon soup, which I didn't even know was a thing, but that's a thing. Roux correctly, yeah. Oh, I'm all about it. Truth be told, I love cooking. I have a lot of fun with cooking. It's butter and flour cooked together and used to thicken mixtures. Yeah, and it gave it like the stock, the chicken stock, a lot more of a golden solid look. It was really, really good. Season your kind. Dude. The Loporrits, we were both born from the accumulation knowledge of the ancients. They learned all that there is to learn about the nature of sentient life and the fates of our stars themselves. Precursor to gravy mixing. Good thing I'm still full for lunch. Persona 5 cooking stream when? has fulfilled basic requirements for survival, it will inevitably seek to eliminate all forms of negativity and achieve perfection. Therein lies its folly and its downfall. The perfection is an unattainable ideal. This the paradox of the Immaculate Carrot. They all too often become the architects of their own demise, their dreams forever unfulfilled. What then is the alternative? The answer lies in knowing that our existence can never be perfect. To be content with what we have and make the most of it. That is the answer to Hermes' question right there. That is the 100% the answer to Hermes' question. Knowing that your existence can never be perfect. To be content with what we have and to make the most of it. I would have to cook during the day. I'd have to do a cook stream during the day, by the way. Life gives you lemons, make lemon muffins. Life gives you Dynamis, blast away the either. I don't know. And who are you anyway? Help prepare for the trip to the moon. You'll be able to try my carrots. I've been growing all different kinds. But don't worry, there will be room for your crops too. We'll work together to preserve as many of the ethereal species as possible if you're up to the challenge. I need a cooking show of people trying the recipes in the cookbook. Yeah. What's it? Guild Wars 2 just came out with a cooking series or a cooking book. I was supposed to get a copy of it. I never actually ended up getting it, but that was the idea. Oh my goodness, I love this song. It's my favorite song, and you guys are all dressed up as. Wait, hold on. I think I have this one, don't I? Where the hell is my mouse? Why am I drawing a blank on the... it's right here. I actually look like I should be riding this thing. For Omega in the Wilds. Gotcha. To get you more mounts, I see. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think if I do mount music, it does. What is that? Is that system? Ah. Thankfully, we don't have to listen to that. We can play our crab music. Oh, okay. That's cool. I didn't know that there was just a command. Far East has oodles of noodles. I like that that's an option. Sage Council. Bear fruit. We now possess an embarrassment of educational riches. No doubt our guests' relentless pursuit of knowledge could occupy them and us for a fortnight, alas times of the essence. Each attend to every Loporrit there. Should further questions within my power arise. Guild Wars 2 does have Twitch drops, although I know that there are some people who have who play Guild Wars 2 and who watch me do my Final Fantasy streams. But yeah, that is an option right now on Twitch. I don't stream on Twitch, but there's lots of good creators who do, so I highly recommend. You got big ones like Muckluck, Mighty Teapot, Loranity. They're all, those are the bigger ones. You got smaller ones all throughout for every mode of the game. PvP, raiding, you know, Snebzer, Astral Legend. There's lots of good people. Lots of good people. You get free stuff just while watching. And usually it's cool cosmetics. I like the cosmetics. Torn from the Heavens remix. That was me indeed. That was indeed me verbalizing a sigh to express my emotional state. Do you want to know why? Environmental data of Aetheris at the largest alpha. Oh, that's why. A forest so lovely and so leafy. Are all of your forests like that? We'll do the one on the first. It was purple. With a star so wonderful, it comes to no surprise you're reluctant to leave it behind. I was a fool to think otherwise, to assume that the moon was something worth of being proud of. How ridiculous we must seem to you, trying so hard yet achieving so little. Chill out, Growing Way. Thancred. This is Thancred. Been obsessed, yeah. Well, for Guild Wars 2, the legendary gloves are gonna remain there. You'll be able to get a pair of legendary gloves. It's the there's one event that's like time sensitive up until October 7th. So highly recommend you go ahead and trying it out at some point. We have the forum's leadership to thank for that. Aren't worried, though. Quite the opposite. Knowing disaster could strike at any moment, they hurry to complete their work, equally aware there's a single error to be the difference between life and death. We can hardly tell them that there's no cause for concern. But I'm not sure I'm up to that challenge. Nevertheless, I believe in thee. Oh, Growing Way. Yeah, I gotta get on it. Do. Yeah, he always has like a little group of people and critters that are always with him at all times. I actually forgot about this music, truth be told. Thank goodness we got out of Torn from the Heavens. These bunnies want to help you because they're bored. Shared is a burden ease. Tell us thy troubles. Those little fellows do look like good listeners. And what they say of the ship is that it's the sum of decades of Sharlayan ingenuity and that it's built with peerless elegant technology. That's all is all true, but I know that none of that's a guarantee. We've never before launched a starfaring vessel, let alone flown it in the great expanse. All the tests we've run have been on the ground. But even so, if that fails us, what can we do? And if it doesn't, it could fall apart on the next flight or the one after that. We thought the Aether Burner's design was flawless too, and look how that turned out. Thou art familiar with these most daunting technologies, and thus dost thou have the power to allay his fears. If I weren't here, I'd be on No Man's Sky. Yeah, included with every Loporrit helper. There any aspects of the ship's design you're especially worried about? and perform our tasks for one. I've devised a mean which to employ gravity, a spatial temporal spell to regulate the environment. But what if it's not strong enough? What if everyone floats away and begins crashing into things as soon as we left the star? I'm surprised that they didn't. I'm surprised that they wouldn't have Loporrit plushies. There's naught I'd like to do more than to ease the hearts of the fine people of the hearers and learn more about them while we're at it. I've got my partner a fan-made Loporrit shirt. See, that kind of stuff is cool, though. And inform them that help is at hand. I shall wait here for each suitable Loporrit. Every Loporrit in their place. Life-size ones. Do. Oh, I can't jump that? Holy crap, this is a very big place for me to take. To look. Do. I just said it's a very big place for me to look. Still one of my favorite mounts. I don't know how my ass is crammed in there. Giving us backward compatibility. Seek out troubled souls. That's what they are. These Loporrits are basically emotional support Loporrits. Yokai Watch crossover event the next time it pops up. Suited him. Emotional support. Why don't you go get a hug from a bunny, dude? Good God, we have to find 8 of them? The worst game of hide and seek. Alright, so I'm guessing there's nobody over here. Or over there. Gotta call it a night, gotta catch up on the VOD. I'm not too much longer. I'm gonna finish up this quest and then call it. On content, where to find folks. Cheer up, everyone. This woman is doing better than you are. Great. Have a good night, Chronosaurus. We can't hop over these. I still do like the Omega series, now that I'm thinking about it. Hear that crack you up? Empty the nest. There's none over there. Good gracious. I only found 2. Two of these boogers. Faith is on a crab. Have you heard of anything on What's the Moon? We were shouting out the coordinates. Go talk to a bunny, you'll feel better. Despondent. Really wish I could just hop. Just hop. Just make it easy. Go talk to your bunnies. Void since played as piano. My feet, knees, drums, and cymbals too. If in need of a break. Calculate how much cargo we can consolidate into fewer trips should the afterburner make our original estimates unfeasible, but there's too many variables. I feel as my brow will turn inside out. Nerd, doing math. Only proper fauna to be brought with us to the moon. However, the most suitable species is still under debate, and I can hardly make the decision myself, and I know so little about the environment up there. Chat spoilers. A Loporrit doll? Alright, I'll take a look. Alright, there's 6. I think this is 7. He's yelling at a junk monitor. Guy looks like me without a beard or without a mustache. Anxious engineer. Oh, that's gonna be a bite right there. This isn't sages and triurgens, but to imagine every illness or injury that one may face in the great expanses beyond us. It's your bald cousin. All right, let's go talk to Apracius. Apracius, yeah. Only sleep can save her now. Alrighty, so I'm missing 1. I already checked up there. Oh. Hyperventilating engineer. There's no cause for concern, I assure you. Unlikely. Talk to him about bunnies. Nice. Wait, was this last one? That's Margaret. Margot. Do. Before she gets named. Before she gets named. That's cool. Verily, to a far greater number than we anticipated. Living wave doth gather more Loporrits as we speak. Just watching all the bunnies. Oh, we brought all the people together.
Phew! Oh, finally some rest. Why, I haven't spoken so much in, well, in forever.
Lively, isn't it? The town is abuzz. Everyone eager to meet with our friends from the moon.
Twould behoove you to consult with Sleeping Way. As our moon's pilot, his advice should be most pertinent.
I'm impressed. Truth be told, I struggle to tell one from another. No offense intended, of course.
None taken. After you and your friends left Mare Elementorum, we spent no small amount of time with your Urianger. Oh, the conversations we had. He told us all about Atheris, answered our every question, no
Sleep at the wheel, rabbit.
trifling or trivial.
But I like how they just like let it go.
Every page filled to the margins with knowledge. When I first arrived, I was struck by how little I knew. It was daunting. But then I realized that were it not for Urianger and his teachings, we'd still be stuck on the moon, gazing at your world and wondering what we've been missing.
He can deal with the bunnies. He always ends up doing so.
What would they think if they could see Urianger now? I dare say they'd be more than a bit surprised. And impressed, no doubt. Master Louisoix, Minfilia, Papalimo, and not to forget...
Moonbreeder.
Oh there. Heard there was a visiting expert who we might bother with a few questions.
Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to cut you off.
Yes, I am.
Wilson and Blovida, Sharlayan's foremost researchers in the field of teleportation.
Oh, Moonbreeder's parents.
Moonbreeder's parents.
Moonbreeder's
It has
parents.
been some time. Tis good to see you in good health.
God, I was gonna say the mom looks. This girl looks very much like Moonbreeder. Oh my goodness.
Likewise, old friend. Blovida and I were most honored to answer the call. Never expected this reunion, though, did we, dear?
I'll say, the nerve. Sending that letter, then running off to the gods know where. Do you have any idea how worried we were?
Just like her daughter. God, just like her daughter.
I'm sorry. 'twas remiss of me not to deliver the news in person. No,
God, all the way.
More than that. 'Twas I who...
All the way from a realm reborn. This is...
Our daughter was disillusioned after Master Louisoix left her behind. The day the Scions called upon her was the happiest I'd seen her in years.
Video games aren't art.
She made her every choice of her own free will. No one could have ever forced her to do otherwise. Don't blame yourself for her death. Celebrate her life.
Cut ninjas are around.
That's what she'd want.
Oh my gosh.
If there is one thing we resent you for, it was that we could not be there to mourn her with you. Reading the words you penned in that shaky hand, we must have cried as much for you as we did for her.
Better than WoW Story.
I'm sorry. I truly, truly am.
Oh my
I knew
God.
not what to say. Knew not how to express my feelings.
Yes, that blind kid. Yes, I have seen that.
The poems and platitudes of wiser men, musings on sadness and loss, studied and memorized, and meaningless in the moment.
Drops to Shakespeare, and he's shaking.
Silly boy. We are all powerless before such grief. Even now, try as I might, the words escape me. But in our hearts, we know, we always know.
God.
I remember when you were young, how the lads teased you for choosing the company of books over others. Our moon didn't take kindly to that. Be nice to Urianger, she'd shout, and give them a walloping. No matter how many times we scolded her.
So we offered a suggestion. Rather than starting fights, why don't you be the bridge between Urianger and the others? She had to mull it over for a while, arms crossed, brow furrowed in intense thought. But from that day on, she never let you be alone. She'd drag you outside to play, pepper you with endless questions, read the same books you read, all to try and understand you that much better.
God!
I'm sure it was annoying and exhausting at the time, but she only ever had the best of intentions.
Good God, man. Just
now.
digging into the motions.
Center of the crowd. The reason there even is a crowd, having brought these people together. You've no idea how proud we are.
To see the boy, our daughter, trusted and believed in more than anyone, grow into the man she always knew he could be.
God! She was still with us. Would have been amazing to have her join.
I can see her in you too. Feel her. She walks with you wheresoever you go. So thank you, Urianger, for being who you are.
These are his parents in all reality. Oh my goodness. God.
I think I can feel her too. The truth of her life. Not sorrow, but hope.
For like two patches, and this still hits his heart. That was the first, like, sharp death I think that we felt. Moonbreeda's, if I remember correctly, was like the first sharp dagger that we weren't just ready for. I wasn't ready for.
leader. She was important to him, wasn't she?
You could ask the man himself.
Yeah, the Waking Sands raid was more... We didn't lose anyone necessarily... Well, no, I don't think we lost anyone who was, like, necessarily that, like, prominent, you know?
Oh, no. But watching this exchange reminds me how much I've yet to learn about your world. And its people.
You can live here your entire life and hardly learn a thing.
We lost the Cabbage Patch Kid.
And that's why it's too soon for this to end.
But I don't think I cried over it. Yeah. Naraxi was a good cabbage. Full glad to see them after so very long. Gladder still that it is within your company. As difficult as it was to accept their kindness, would have been far harder to have I'd faced them alone. Hither and yarns. Alright, that's where I'm gonna call it today. God, we ended on such a sad note. And yeah, I'm sorry, that music just comes in very, very aggressively. Let me put that down. Even lower, because that did nothing. There it goes. That is to say, one of the good stopping points, yeah. Golly, like, this was more so, like, this stream was, I felt like, oriented around forming a plan. Like, what's our plan now that we got all that stuff, the knowledge from Elpis? And I think we do have one. Not as aggressive as Lahi. Yeah, no, that was... You go into the Ratiki Great Woods, man, it's just like slapping you in the face. I like the way that we're going. I like the plan that we're doing. I still am of the firm belief that we're gonna have to throw hands with Hydaelyn and Zenos. I can't not see it that way, you know? I can't not see it that way. We got some payoff of this, the good stuff that we did in Garlemald. True, we saw Orange Julius actually rise up with the Imperial Army, and the Garleans are willing to help out and work with us. Modern times, the stakes after the trip to Elpis. Yeah, Valkyrie, perfect. All right, so a lot to talk about, a lot to digest for me for this next week, and a lot of theorizing. I'm gonna hopefully come up with a better plan of like what's going on. But next Tuesday night at 9 p.m. we are starting sharp, and we're gonna keep grinding along here. We're getting towards the end. We're getting very, very close. So thank you guys for all watching. I do greatly appreciate each and every one of you. I want to give a shout out to the members of the channel, those who are helping me along this journey to become a full-time content creator. I thank you. Also, shout out to the mods who are faithfully sniping everything that seems a little cross and a little questionable. Just saying. Just saying. I also want to give a shout out to to Vernacular for gifting some memberships tonight, as well as a donation. Dark Knight of Anime for a donation, as well as Shadow the Ace for a couple of those. Nakuru for joining the Light Rose. Jack for being a member for 16 months. Hot damn, that's a long time. Thank you, Jack. And then, of course, Matthew for the donation as well. Yeah, for 5 months. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, you've been here for a while. It just needed to be updated. I thank each and every one of you guys. Like I said, back here next week, next Tuesday night at 9 p.m. We'll keep moving. As always, stay caffeinated, folks.